Well, who can forget what happened in the spring of last year when we sent Brian to New York to interview Kelly Ripa?
At the time, she was still looking for a new co-host, and some of her comments led Brian and a lot of us to believe he was the one.
Well, it turns out he wasn't. He was passed up for Super Bowl champ Michael Strahan. So we sent Brian back to New York to speak with Kelly and Michael on the issue.
There are moments in life you never forget. For me, this was one of those moments.
Look at this sexual chemistry.
And
Don't you feel it?
I feel it. I didn't want to bring it up, though.
Wouldn't we be a nice on-TV couple? Audience.
Her kind words led me to believe I would be the next suitor to sit beside her. As we all know, that didn't happen.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the newest member of our live family. We are honored to have him here, Michael Strahan!
That should have been me, but it wasn't. So I made the trek back to New York City, right to the set of the show, to find out what went wrong.
So the first thing, we have some business to take care of here.
Okay.
I was here in April of 2012. I sat down and did an interview with you, and this is what happened during it. And I want you guys to watch.
Okay.
Do you think I have
The
co-host
obvious-
potential?
Yes. Look at this sexual chemistry.
And we'll
Don't
end
you
it there.
feel it? Wouldn't we be a nice on-TV couple? Audience.
I had obviously been drinking that day.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I go back to Maryland, and everyone thinks this is it. Brian Spyros is going to be the new co-host
You're
on
the
Live.
co-host.
Live with Kelly and Brian.
Brian.
And then 5 months later, my man Michael Strahan here comes on. What happened?
What did you do to Brian's potential?
Well,
what
you know
happened?
what? I'll be honest with you. I'm just bigger than you and I threatened Gelman.
So that's all. I should have threatened Gilman
Yeah,
that
you
day.
should have. I mean,
See,
look
you
at
took
what you gotta
Gelman
do.
out for a wine sampling, thinking that was
It
the
wasn't
way,
enough. It
and that
wasn't
was
enough.
Yeah,
not
you
enough.
took him out for wine. I threatened to just take him out.
So so next time I run into this situation, that's what we'll do. But I thought you had my back. Where were you on this? There was sexual chemistry between
There
us.
was sexual chemistry, but again, I think I had been drinking.
You know what? I'll take it.
No. There's obviously, we can still feel the sexual chemistry between the three of us.
Between
And
the
fellas,
three.
please, stop fighting over me. It's unbecoming.
So clearly, it was my fault. I should have threatened Gelman. Be that as it may, the show made a great decision. Michael Strahan has proven himself to be the right man for the job. In fact, he and Kelly celebrated a year on air together this past September.
For me, it's been like a dream.
Yeah.
It's like gone like this. It's gone really fast. Every day, I look forward to coming to work. I don't even get that feeling in my stomach on Sunday night anymore. You know, when you get like this sick in your stomach feeling.
Like I gotta go to work feeling? Yes.
You know the feeling you get.
I don't get it. No.
But I look forward to going to work every day, and it's just a joy.
I didn't realize it was a year. It went so fast because every day I come in, and every day, like Kelly said, I'm excited to come in. I walk in, the first person I see is Kelly, and she's in the makeup chair, and I go and I give her a kiss, and we chat a few seconds, and it's like I come in every day excited about what we do.
And Michael will admit, during his days on the football field, he never saw himself doing this kind of job.
I was trying to sack quarterbacks. I wasn't thinking about this. And then when I retired, to go into sports commentating seemed so natural. And this was out of the box for even me and for a lot of other people to see me do something like this.
And when you work with someone so closely on a daily basis, you learn a lot about them, just as I've learned a lot about Jimmy and Lisa. So what have Kelly and Michael learned about each other during their time together?
What did you learn about your co-host?
Well, I can't say now.
No, but you gotta tell us.
Why
You were about to ask us.
Because you were trying to take my co-host a minute ago.
Well, she wanted me first. It was that way.
She wanted you?
Yeah, but then it was.
Guys,
That's not what she told me.
I know.
Guys, there's plenty of me to go around. Stop fighting.
All right, let's get this conversation back on track. What have Kelly and Michael learned about each other?
I've learned that football is the least of his talents. And I've said it a million times, like he's known as a football legend and he's made this incredible legacy, but I still say football is the least of your talents. And you said, oh, I wish I could play baseball. And he said, I was a better baseball player than a football player. I'm like, I have no doubt. I know that if we gave him a pottery wheel and pottery, he would make a masterpiece. Like he's one of those guys that is like,
Michael
he's
Strahan
a
can do
Renaissance
anything.
man. He
Anything.
can, yeah,
And what
he
have you
can.
learned about Kelly?
You know what? The thing about Kelly is I watched the show for so long that you feel like you know Kelly. And I think that's why everyone loves her and the audience gravitates to this show because they feel like they know her. She's everybody's friend, the girl next door. If you guys want to love her and...
What do you mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And women love her. You know
what
I
have
mean?
you heard?
She has the cross-the-board appeal. And then when you come into the job and you work with somebody every day, you do sit and you wait and go, is this real? She's real. This is her. Every day I come in, I'm excited because I know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get a woman who's happy to be here, who's happy to entertain people, who's happy to be alive, who loves her family and loves her kids and just to have these family stories. So I love the fact, and what I've learned is really something that I knew all along. She is sincere and she is who she is. And audience, what you see is Kelly Ripa, the real Kelly Ripa. There's no act to it.
Very good.
That is exactly the way we rehearsed it, and I love when you say it.
I worked on it backstage.
So good.
Now that right there is what you call a match in TV heaven.
So I guess that means we're stuck with Brian.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Oh, well, we'll take him. And Brian says there are no hard feelings over him being passed up, even though he knows he never had a chance.
Yeah, when it was all said and done, Kelly did remember him from their first interview and was excited to see him again. At least that's what he told us.
Aw. Still ahead on Delmarva Life. What do you get when you mix an old buggy bench with an antique rope bed? Well, you get a one-of-a-kind primitive piece. We'll show you how old furniture is getting new life.
And a little later on, many people will spend the next several weeks shopping for the holidays. A lot of that shopping will take place in Delaware, one of the few states without a sales tax. Have you ever wondered how that really works? WOC's Mike Chesney stops by to explain. Delmarva Life. We'll be right back.